What's going on, everybody? Okay, so the weekend videos, I do a lot of like fitness and weight loss and stuff like that. And I kind of want to talk about in this video how I feel. So, I ate a ton of junk food over the last couple of years. I've been a YouTuber now for a little over 2 years. I was really, really healthy before I started doing YouTube. And then after I started doing YouTube, I just didn't have the time to be as healthy as I once was. So now I've kind of forced myself into trying to be a version of that past person again. And it's pretty difficult, juggling this because I actually really wanted to go jogging the other day, but I need to do YouTube videos. So I did YouTube videos, didn't go jogging. So that's why I'm trying to become a version of that person. But I have been, eating healthy for the past couple weeks. I've ate a ton of chicken. I've lost 11 pounds. Tonight I had salmon and shrimp, stuff like that. We had kebabs the other night with very lean steak and shrimp. And I've just been trying to eat a lot healthier. I've drank nothing but water. I will tell you that. I did have an energy drink today because I was just run down. So I did have an energy drink, but it was 0 calories and 0 sugar. So had to do that. But other than that one energy drink, I've drank nothing but water this entire time. So after 2 weeks of eating healthy, losing 11 pounds and drinking nothing but water, how do I feel? Well, let me tell you, I feel amazing. And I'm not just saying that. I have more energy now than I used to have. And my wife said something about that last night, which is what made me think about making this video. She was talking about how much more energy she had now since she's been eating healthy with me. And she just has so much, even after a full day at work, you can still come home and feel like cooking. Before, you just wanted to come home and lay down and watch TV all night. But now we have the energy to do that stuff. And I want to disclose this too. I didn't even tell my wife or anybody about this. So I told her about this last night. So you all aren't the very first people to see it, but I didn't tell her when this happened. A few weeks ago at work, I yawned real big or something, and I had this real tightness that just came in my chest. I mean, it just tightened up. I mean, I'd never experienced that before. And this sharp pain shot through my chest, and it almost doubled me over. I mean, I actually went down a little bit, and I had to grab a tote. It happened at work. I had to grab a tote, and I was holding myself up, and I stood there for several minutes waiting for that pain to pass. I actually had to take a half a day's vacation that day and come home and lay down and just relax the rest of the day because I was in so much pain. Now, I didn't go to the doctor. I'm really bad about this. I'm not a role model, especially when it comes to stuff like this. I should have went to the doctor because who knows, I could have been having a heart attack. But that really tightness in my chest area had been going on for several weeks before that. So I'd had signs of this for weeks just because I've been eating just crap food is what I'm going to contribute it to. And, I've been eating this greasy food, this fast food and stuff like that. And my chest just kept getting tighter and tighter and tighter until that sharp pain happened. And that was right before I started eating healthier and losing some weight. Now, I want to say, since I've started eating healthier, drinking nothing but water and losing weight, my chest has no tightness in it at all. I'm only 41 years old. That's a pretty scary moment. It wasn't scary enough, I guess, for me to go to the hospital, which I should have. But that was still a pretty scary moment. And like I said, since I've been eating healthy and eating foods that just aren't fast food and just cake full of grease and stuff like that, the tightness in my chest has went away. My blood pressure has went way down. I've had high blood pressure since I was 21. And when I was 21, I was crazy fit. I worked out back then. I played baseball and softball 6 to 7 nights a week, 6 months out of the year. I was very, very active. I was playing flag football and stuff like that. I didn't play tackle because I had a full-time job, and I couldn't afford to break a collarbone and not go to work. So we did play flag football and stuff like that, but I was very, very active. And even though I was very active, I still had like extremely high blood pressure. The doctor actually told me the next time I got mad that I could just as well die as walk away from whatever made me mad. So I had to try to calm myself down a little bit and get my anger management under control. Anything I probably got mad about back in my early 20s probably wasn't worth getting mad about if you want to know the truth about it. But fast forward, my blood pressure was still been high. I'm on medication, but even on medication, they had a really hard time keeping it under control. And a normal blood pressure for me is probably around 130 something over 98 to 105. You know, it's really hard to get my bottom number below that 100. Is, you know, they want it down to 80 or as low as they can get it, but they want it down as low as they can. But even just after 2 weeks, my blood pressure has been down to, like, the other day, it was literally like 96 over 68. I mean, it was crazy low. Now, the last couple of days, it's been around 109, 112-ish over like 69 to 76, somewhere in that range. So it's still pretty low, way lower than, you know, the normal, but it's not as low as it was that one day. I don't know why that one day it was so low, but it's more in the normal range now than it was that day. But on the other hand, it's still nowhere near as high as it had been just from changing my diet. Now, I haven't even got into exercising yet because I've not had the weather to do that. But the last time I lost all the weight, when I lost that 75 pounds, I actually came off a blood pressure medication for probably like 6 or 8 months until I started just eating again whenever I started YouTube. And that's when I went back on blood pressure medications when that happened. But so there's no doubt in my mind if I get back into jogging and stuff like that, that I can actually come off this, because it's getting down low enough now that I'm on the borderline of needing to come off of it anyway. So I'm feeling great. My health has greatly improved. I have so much more energy to do stuff. I'm nowhere near as tired during the day as I normally was. I would sit at my desk and just want to fall asleep. I wouldn't fall asleep, but I would want to fall asleep. Now I don't do that. I have so much more energy to go out and do projects and stuff like that at work. And then after work, I have a lot of energy to do videos like this and mod videos and stuff like that. So what I'm trying to say here is, you know, I understand how hard it is to actually make that change in your life. You get complacent at coming home and stopping at McDonald's or Hardee's or Taco Bell or whatever it is, Wendy's, whatever it is, just grabbing something, bringing it home and eating it because it's easy. It's convenient. Convenience is what we love in life. We love everything that is convenient, and I do too. I'm not saying I love it when something is convenient, but your health is worth more than convenience. And if you'll just make a small change, you know, you don't have to make a huge change. You can just make a small change and change to start drinking more water a day. I'm not saying you have to totally give up whatever else it is you drink, but replace a couple of those a day with some water. Instead of stopping every night at McDonald's or Wendy's, come home and eat some grilled chicken. Or, you know, we had taco salad one night and we used very, very lean beef when we did that. Or make kebabs. This stuff was really easy to do. There wasn't a lot of dishes to wash. And like I said, your health is worth it. And you always want to be the best version of you. If not for you, for your loved ones, because, you know, serious stuff can happen when you fill your body full of junk. And I know this because I just went through it not too long ago. It was a very scary moment. Don't know if that's a heart attack. That's probably one of the stupidest things I've ever done in my life. But it very well could have been, and I could have just as easily had died that day at work as I did walking out and taking vacation. So there again, like I said, I plead with you, just make small changes. You may not need to lose any weight, and that's even better. But, you know, if you're used to just stopping and getting that fast food because it's convenient, it just ain't worth it. It just ain't worth it. Appreciate y'all watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.